What up, FLR fam? How we doing? How we doing? Listen, I'm back to talk about horizontal growth. Back to talk about horizontal growth. I don't think people understand the concept when I talk about horizontal growth. What is horizontal growth? Horizontal growth is taking the yield that is being paid out on FLR network, compounding that so that the growth is occurring sideways, right? We're growing our stack sideways. We're taking yields off of our tokens and we're compounding those yields into other protocols to earn more tokens on FLR networks. And let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's start on Spectra. I'm over here on Spectra. Spectra has a fixed rate. Spectra has YT yield leverage, all right? And it has the pools, right? So when I look at my tokens, I'm earning rewards. For example, the yield leverage. If I go to yield leverage, YT, I've got claimable rewards. You see this right here? Claimable rewards for participating in the YT pool. I've got 245 FLR tokens, $4.75, and then I also have some yield that I'm earning over here off of the XRP. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and claim these rewards. I can claim this yield, and then I can use those by putting them back into the protocol. So let's do it. Let's claim the yield. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So what does this say? This says I have accrued yield. Total yield accrued over the lifetime of this position includes previously claimed yield. So I haven't claimed before. I've been waiting for you guys. So that's $240. That's $4.75 that I get to claim from my YT yield position. Now, I could leave it in there, or I could put it to use elsewhere, earning even more yield, thus the term horizontal growth. If you go up here, you see when you come into Spectra, it tells you what your claimable yield is. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to claim my yield. Let me switch networks. I'm going to get my confirmation of my wallet. I'm going to go ahead and claim this FLR, and then I'm going to use it elsewhere in the protocol on FLR networks to earn even more. To earn even more, right? Circle compounding, horizontal growth. Horizontal growth. So let me get out of the picture. Sorry about that. All right. So I now have 245 FLR. I'm going to do the same thing. You can see it's gone now, right? I'm going to do the same thing over here on Inosis. So let's go to Inosis. Let me get connected on Inosis. I'm doing, as you know, for those of you who watch my channel, you know that I have minted a collateral debt position stablecoin. And for minting that, I earn rewards. I earn yields. Okay. So the title of this video is horizontal growth, right? So let's go to my earn position. And I go to my earn position. You can see I'm earning an APR of 25%. And I can come claim these rewards. I've got rewards to claim. I've got 4.07 and then 0.09 FXRP from liquidations, about $4.26. I could compound those rewards back in, or I can take them and use them elsewhere. Now, I don't have a lot of use for CDP right now, unless I wanted to go to, over to an LP pool, right? So let's go look at the DEX on Inosis. And then go to liquidity. And since some of my rewards are CDP, I could put them in here. I could take that and put it with a USDT 0 and earn 50%, 44 in terms of incentives and 6% in fees. And then here goes the incentives, more RFLR. So I could do that. I could take those and create this LP position. If you know me, I really don't like any LP positions unless it's a stable coin, right? So let's do it. Let's go ahead. Instead of compounding, let me show you what it looks like. Let's claim. All right. I'm pulling out my CDP dollar rewards and I'm claiming my FXRP rewards. Now, let me tell you something. This is ordinarily something I would use to go back and pay the interest on my deposit, right? So let's go back here. Okay, here we go. So I've got a loan, right? I used some of my FXRP and I did a loan And I took a loan in order to mint this stable coin. So I used a percentage of my collateral, right? Now, I can update the loan. I could deposit some to increase the collateral, right? So I can repay. You see this right here? I could repay. So I could claim those dollars and I could repay it. So let me show you. I'm paying right now 8% interest. I'm earning about 25% or so. But let me show you the options I have if I decide I wanted to start to pay off that or I want to use it elsewhere. So let's go to the CDP dollar. Let's go back to the earn position. There we go. Over here, let's get to where we can claim our rewards. So I got options. I can claim this $4. I could compound it back, right? Or I could use that to pay down my loan. So let's claim the rewards. And my strategy is to use that yield to pay off my loan. That is my strategy. All right. And if you look at the numbers, it makes sense, right? I'm using FXRP as collateral. The average is 7. I'm at about 8%. I just boosted that up, but I'm earning 25%. So I'm going to take this interest that I'm earning and I'm going to use it to pay off the loan. Okay. So let's go to repay. Now you can see, you notice I've now got $4.07 of CDP that I could use to pay it off. Okay. All right. But it's telling me that I can't decrease like that, right? It's not allowing me to decrease it like that. Why? I don't know. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I'll have to look into that and find out. But I should be able to update my position, but it looks like I can't repay it that way. It's almost making it sound like I'm trying to borrow, but really I'm just trying to repay it. So maybe you got to repay all of it back, all right, which is fine. So I can't repay it back. What else can I do? I can go over here to Inosis, and I can use it over here in this CDP USDT and earn 50% interest. You see? Now, I don't have any USDTO, so I can go over here. I can go to the swap on Inosis Swap, and I can figure out how much CDP equates to USDT 0. It's going to be about $4, right? I don't have $4 to do that. I could swap it all over to USDT. I could split it in half, right? I can say 50% because I don't have any USDT, okay? Or I can say, you know what? I know I got some FLR tokens. Let's see. I've got some FLR tokens. I've got, what did I just earn? I just earned some FXRP, right? 0.09 FXRP. Okay. So I got some options. Well, let me go back to my CDP because really what I want to do is I want to really just, I'll add, it's $4. So I'll add enough in there so that I've got enough to make it an even stable coin pairing. And then I'll start juicing up on some of that 51%. Okay. So this is saying I need at least 1.92. So let's go. How many FLR tokens do I need? I got some FLR tokens. Let's see. What is this going to be? 4.06 is 362 FLR tokens. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and swap. I'm going to swap 362 for USDTO, right? Because I need USDTO in order to participate in that LP pool. Okay. So I want 460. I'm going to do a little extra just to make sure. I may need to do a little more. Let's do 470. All right, let's do that. Okay, so we're a little over, but that's okay. 60, let's do 470. 65. All right, so I'm going to be well over 62. Bear with me, guys. Sorry. You're experimenting with me first time, okay? I only need about 4, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and swap these for now. So let me get the confirmation in my wallet because I want to show you how I'm going to take that yield that I just earned off of my CDP stablecoin dollar, and I can't repay it back until I guess I have the whole 500 to pay back. So I'm going to drop it into a stablecoin pairing that is going to pay me 51%. And I will continue to use that right here to continue to add to that position until I got enough to pay off my loan. I'll just keep continuing to pay off my loan. So CDP, we got balance of 4. Let's go 100%. And you can do aggressive. You can do conservative, right? See? You can do full position. I'm going to go conservative, all right? And so let's first approve the CDP position. So I'm creating an LP pair. That LP pair is going to pay me 51% interest. I'm going to convert that interest back into more CDP so that I can pay back my loan. Now let me approve the USDTO. You got to approve both of them. So let me go ahead and approve that. So now I have approved that USDTO. Now I'm going to create my position. Let's go ahead and create the position. So I'm getting one more confirmation. And again, this is about horizontal growth. This is about right now I'm using this position to pay off my loan ultimately when I get it to. So I've got $8 and that is going towards paying off my CDP loan. So let's go back and look at where I'm at now. This is the stable coin for Inosis and the USDT. So this is paying 50% interest. I'm earning a share of this 100,000 FLR over here, and then I'm earning 0.5% Apsys tokens. And I want to earn Apsys tokens right now because I'm participating in the governance or the APY cloud, and I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so you just saw how I took some of the interest and what I earned off of my position. All right. I'm earning this interest. I claimed that. I claimed those rewards, right? So they're all gone. I went over here and found this stablecoin pair with CDP that's paying 50%. And I'm going to put it in there and I'm going to keep socking it in there or just pushing it over to CDP until I get $500. And then I'm going to pay that loan off. Okay. Now, also when I have a stablecoin that I've minted with CDP and Inosis, I'm also eligible to claim some other rewards. You can see here's my position in that stability pool because I provided it in the stability pool. I'm earning Apsys tokens and I'm earning FLR rewards. Okay. Got it. I can claim my Apsys position. I got some Apsys rewards right here. It says I can claim. So I'm going to go ahead and claim those. And I want to claim those because I'm going to stake those to the Inosis APY cloud, which is a governance initiative, and I'm going to earn more rewards, and I'm going to show you that now. Again, we are practicing horizontal growth on FLR networks, guys, okay? So my rewards are claimed, my Apsys tokens. Again, Apsys is the token, the governance token for Inosis on FLR. So there's a couple ways I can get there. I can go up here, and I can go down to governance, or I can go down to the bottom. Usually at the bottom, it shows APY cloud. They're both the same thing. Let's click that APY cloud. Okay. Now, I've already got a position in here. Okay. I've already got a position in here. I've already staked some in here, right? You can see I've got a stake of HLN, and you won't see the Apsys because there's a lot of decimal points. But I'm earning rewards. Look, I've got FLR rewards. FLR, HLN, Apsys, FXRP, USDT, CDP, right? So here's all of my rewards. So I can go ahead and claim those rewards. And then I'm going to take the HLN and the Apsys, and I'm going to stake it back again in here. And then I can do some other things with the rest of that stuff. But for now, let's go ahead and just go click on stake because you saw I already had some HLN. So let's go ahead and stake another 100% of that HLN. Let's go ahead and approve that in my wallet. I'm going to stake this HLN, which is another governance token over here on Inosis, on FLR. HLN and Apsys. I've successfully approved it. Now I'm going to go ahead and stake it. I'm getting another confirmation in my wallet. Okay. Got that. So I've successfully staked my HLN position. So I've added 84 to this 253. You'll see that number change here soon. What else? I've got some Apsys token I got to stake, right? Got that, you see? So let's go ahead and do 100% of that. Same thing. Let's approve it. And then we will then get the next confirmation, which is go ahead and stake it, which we've gotten that. So again, I'm adding Apsys. These are tokens that I earned from my CDP or from my governance staking. And I'm taking those and putting those back into the protocol to continue to earn more rewards. And look at the rewards I'm earning here. Okay. And then when this gets a little more, I'll wait right now, but a little more, I'll claim these. And then I'll take these two right here and I'll do the same thing. I'll stake them back to the APY cloud so that I can continue earning more rewards. It pays about 5% for the APY cloud. Okay. Shows you how much is total staked right now, and so on and so forth. Okay. I'll take my CDP. With my CDP, I'll go back over and do what I just did over here. And I will put that CDP in this. Okay. I'll put it in here. Okay. Make sense? Okay. All right. So that is the rewards and the staking. You see my HLN position just changed. Now you can see stuff is showing up because there's the Apsys token is quite expensive. So that's why you don't necessarily see that. Apsys token is $1,940. Okay, that's why it's in decimal points like that. All right, horizontal growth, we're talking. Horizontal growth, we're talking. So far, you saw what I did. What I did with the CDP and the rewards with restaking those. You saw what I did with Spectra and taking the yield and using the yields. So I took those yields. I claimed my yields on Spectra. All right, now if I want to go back, I can use those here. So let's go back here to the wrap flare because the rewards I claimed were the wrap flare. And I could add that back in. You see, you look at there, S flare wrapped. I could take that and I could add that back into the pools and earn some more interest, which is what I'm going to do. I could choose to put it in a fixed or a yield, but right now I'm going back into the LP pools because the LP pools are paying almost 38% interest. So I'm just going to take that yield I earned and I'm going to circle it right back into a LP position. I'm very comfortable. The yield is very nice and the risk of impermanent loss is very negligible. If you read the docs, it's very negligible. Plus there's 4 or 5 different yield positions. So let's go ahead and add that to it. This is showing I'm putting in 245. Okay. I'm putting in 245. There's a slippage tolerance. There's fees, but the minimum output I'm going to get is about 390. I'm putting in 245. The minimum output I'm going to get is 390. Okay. Makes sense? All right. So let's go ahead and approve this. I'm confirming in my wallet now. And now I'm going to have to get another confirmation. Let's get the confirmation. Waiting for that to come in my wallet now. All right. So I've just taken my yield. This is yield that I earned off of my YT. Remember, I claimed this yield. Claim that. I took that yield and I put it over here into this LP pool. And I earned another 37.96%. So I just about building sideways, guys. Horizontal growth, building sideways, okay? It's going to pay me some R flare. It's going to pay me more fees. It's going to pay me more S flare as well, right? Circle compounding, horizontal growth. All right. What else? When I claim the yields, I got some STXRP, right? So STXRP has a pool as well. It's paying 18.67%. So I'm going to take that yield that little yield that I earned, and I'm going to put it right back into the Tilly. You see, right there. I'm going to put it right back into the Tilly. See? So I'm going to max it. Right? That's actually my STXRP. I didn't earn that much. I only earned like 0.0 something, right? So I think I owned like maybe like, let's just call it 1. I only earned like, it wasn't even 1. But I just want to show you, I'm going to take the yield that I earned, and I'm going to add that liquidity back into the LP pool. I'm going LP pools over here on Spectra because it's low risk, minimal impermanent loss, and the yields are really good right now, and I'm earning R FLR as well as S FLR as well as fees, right? So I'm really liking what I'm getting out of Spectra right now, and the early bird always gets the worm. So I just took the yields and just put what I earned in my STXRP, just took the yields that I earned in my S FLR, and I put them back in the pools. Got it? It's about circle compounding, guys. Circle compounding. All right. So Upshift is only paying in points. So I don't need to really do anything on Upshift in terms of points right now because the earn XRP automatically compounds itself and goes right back in there. I did claim, I had some tokens over here on emissions. I claim those tokens. So let's go ahead and there's some more for me to claim. Let's go ahead and claim those 28. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these emission tokens. These are emission tokens. These are R FLR rewards that come every month. They get released slowly every day. Let me get my wallet reconnected. Sorry about that. Wallet connect. All right, there we go. Sorry. All right, got it connected. So again, I'm participating. I'm earning R FLR emissions all over the FLR ecosystem. These get released every day. So let me go ahead and get my 29. I already pulled out a bunch of them already. Let me get the confirmation to my wallet here. And then once I get the confirmation to my wallet, it's moving slow, but I'll claim these, and then you have to unwrap them because I'm going to use those. So these are unwrapped already, and I'm going to take those free tokens that I earned from R FLR, and I'm going to go over to the FAsset portal, and I'm going to take that free FLR that I just earned from R FLR emissions, right? And I'm going to put those into a collateral pool so that those free FLR tokens can continue earning FTSO delegation rewards every 3.5 days. And then they're also going to pay me FXRP rewards, FXRP. You see that? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a deposit. I'm going to take those FLR tokens, and you got to leave yourself some gas. Don't forget that. Okay. Make sure you leave yourself gas. All right, there's gas fee estimated. I'm going to go ahead and enter the collateral pool. So I'm taking the free R FLR tokens, I'm putting them in a collateral pool so I can start earning XRP tokens in the form of FXRP. Okay, so now my FLR tokens will be earning delegation rewards. It will automatically compound and put them back in there. I don't have to do anything at all. Once I deposit my FLR tokens into a collateral pool, it automatically will delegate for me and put my rewards, my weekly rewards twice a week, automatically add them to my balance inside of this collateral pool. Okay, this is moving a little slow. Let's see if we can get this done here. Again, make sure you leave gas. All right, let's try this again. I might have to clear my cache. Bear with me one sec, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Okay, so we're moving really slow on this thing. So I'm gonna do this in my wallet, but essentially I'm gonna go ahead and add to this collateral pool so I can start continuing to earn FXRP. So that's what I'm doing with my free FLR tokens that I'm earning. I claim these tokens. I withdraw available funds only. Otherwise, if I try to take all these out, I will lose 50%. So I'm just pulling them as they're available. And I'm either going to put them in a collateral pool, which I just showed you over here, to earn XRP, FXRP. Or I could take those if I wanted to, and I can go to Spectra, and I could use those tokens and put them in the LP pool over here, and I can earn more FLR, SFLR, RFLR tokens from there. So that's what I'm doing. Again, this is about horizontal growth. This is about growing the stack. I showed you how to do it with the CDP, the APY cloud on Inosis. I showed you how to do it with Spectra, claiming your Spectra yields. And I showed you how to do it with RFLR and the FLR tokens as well. So that is essentially all I wanted to share with you, that you can grow your stack other than just waiting for the price appreciation. You can grow it sideways. It's called horizontal growth, baby, horizontal growth. Let's grow the stack. So you who have been here, you've seen my token balances increase, and you see me do this time after time after time. And I'll continue to do these because repetitious learning is how I learn, and that's how a lot of people are. So anyway, guys, that's all I got. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. This is all about horizontal growth. We'll see you. Horizontal out.